That is how you kill somebody.
Raja Jackson attempted to kill someone.
Do you think he wanted to continue beating up Stu?
I think he would have killed him.
Hey, I think that's a little...
Oh! At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me.
Raja Jackson was supposed to be the next chapter in his father's legacy. Instead, he's at the center of one of the most shocking, controversial scandals in recent combat sports history. Why did the son of Rampage Jackson storm the ring, body slam, and unleash over 20 unanswered punches on the unconscious wrestler Syko Stu Smith, almost leaving him on life support? Live on camera? Was it the concussion he suffered just days earlier in sparring? Or was it years of pent-up frustration from living in the shadow of Rampage Jackson's name? And now, as Stuart Smith lies in hospital and outrage spreads online, is Rampage Jackson's own reputation, once built on respect, dominance, and fear, destined to be permanently tarnished by his son's actions? Raja Jackson, just 25 years old, had been carving out a presence on social media, often appearing alongside his father, Quinton Rampage Jackson, in live streams and promotional clips. Together, they showcased sparring sessions, behind-the-scenes banter, and moments of father-son bonding. On the surface, it looked like a family working in sync, but beneath that laughter was a complicated truth. Raja grew up carrying the weight of tragedy. His mother was murdered when he was young, leaving him with a pain that shaped his outlook on life. And while Rampage Jackson's outgoing personality made him beloved by MMA fans, his sense of humor often went too far. Known for being sharp-tongued and relentless, Rampage sometimes turned his comedy into ridicule, especially toward his own son. On live streams, Rampage would crack jokes at Raja's expense, brushing off his feelings for the sake of entertainment.
I ain't never called my son a pussy or a bitch. Cause my son ain't no bitch.
See, that's what
What?
That's what I'm talking about.
What?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. And you get mad at me for laughing at the chat, being disrespectful to you, but you over here doing that shit.
What I do? I just
took
took up for you.
No, you fucking didn't. You took up for me, then you took it back at the same fucking time. That's what I'll be talking about. That's fucked up.
One recurring target was Raja's choice to live as a vegan. While Raja saw it as a personal lifestyle, his father mocked him for it, calling him soft, weak, or less of a fighter.
Well, you don't have to tell everybody what
My son's a vegan.
To fans, it looked like harmless teasing, but to Raja, it felt like bullying from the one man whose respect he craved most. Over time, the jokes chipped away at Raja's confidence. He began to feel that no matter what he did, whether in the gym, in the ring, or online, nobody truly respected him. Not the fans, not his peers, and maybe not even his father. In the days before the assault, Raja Jackson's frustrations only grew inside the gym. During a sparring session, his partner landed a devastating spinning kick that nearly knocked him out cold. And though he tried to shake it off, the footage made its way online. For a young fighter, that was humiliating enough. But for the son of Rampage Jackson, it was unbearable. The name Jackson carries weight in the fighting world. Jackson built his career on toughness, knockouts, and a reputation for never backing down. Fans expected Raja to inherit that same fire, that same iron chin, but living under that spotlight meant every stumble, every weakness, every near knockout wasn't just a personal setback, it became public proof that Raja might not measure up. Was it the spark that lit a fuse of anger, frustration, and embarrassment that Raja carried into the ring on August 23rd? For a man already haunted by disrespect and the pressure of his father's legacy, it may have been the final straw. On the night of the incident, tensions were already simmering. before Raja Jackson ever stepped into the ring. Backstage, one of the wrestlers, who had his own personal issues with Stewart's Syko Stu Smith, leaned toward Raja and told him to give him his receipts.
On his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there. Tag his shit, bro.
In wrestling circles, it's a slang phrase for hitting back stiffly, a way of settling scores inside the show. But to Raja, who lived and breathed MMA, those words weren't harmless banter, they were fighting words. In combat sports, that kind of phrase meant revenge. It meant you don't just tap someone back, you make them pay. For Raja, already on edge, it was almost like a green flag, a signal that what he had been feeling inside, the anger, the humiliation, the demand for respect, was now justified. Raja's own live chat, the followers who had watched him rise online alongside his father, were flooding him with insults. Comments mocked him for allowing disrespect. Rampage would never take that from Stewart, others calling him soft, weak, or unworthy of his father's name. Each message stung, pushing deeper into the insecurities he already carried. As Raja Jackson stepped foot in the ring, he didn't come in alone. With him came the ghost of his murdered mother, the crushing expectations of being Quinton Rampage Jackson's son, the sting of nearly being knocked out by a spinning kick in sparring, and the heavy weight of his own negative self-beliefs. Every shadow of doubt, every wound of humiliation, every demand for respect he felt he had never been given, all of it entered the ring with him. What followed was not just a clash of acting and reality, it was an eruption of years of pain, converging in one violent moment. Within hours of the incident, social media platforms lit up with outrage. On X, countless celebrities weighed in. Mike Tyson, Conor McGregor, Triple H, The Rock, and many more. But no opinion gained more traction than the one shared by the MMA guru. He uploaded the shocking clip of Raja's attack, and it went viral. Over 8.4 million views in just a single day. But the viral attention came with a dark side. On the MMA guru's own page, his fans flooded the comments with racist abuse, not just at Raja, but even at Rampage Jackson. And instead of shutting it down, the MMA guru fueled it.
MMA guru, that nigga he showed his racist. Like sometimes racist and you try to hide it, you can't keep hiding this shit. This shit comes out.
This shit, dude, I don't try to hide shit, bro. But you know, it is true.
He agreed with the comments. He added his own, calling Raja a dumb animal, words laced with racist undertones. Then, in a separate post, he went even further. Dumb animal, with no impulse control. For many, it was shocking. What began as criticism of an assault had turned into open dehumanization, broadcast to millions online. The MMA guru's racism turned a violent mistake into a global spectacle. Rampage Jackson's reputation was stained, dragged into his son's controversy. Raja was in the wrong. But should Stuart Smith have assaulted him with a can? Should the MMA guru be cancelled for his racist comments? Will Raja be imprisoned? A lot of questions remain. But one thing is certain, Raja made a life-changing decision that night, one that may carry negative consequences for the rest of his career.